No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see one of the top teams in this conference taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Gators will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Try to get it to the edge. And the visitors have nothing doing as they are. Treated rudely on the opening play of the game. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Right on the money. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Handoff to the lone back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now on the move. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago.
Gonna let it fly. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to run it. He's all the way down to the 3.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Trying to barge their way in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. The quarterback sneak looking to eke out a few yards. Sneak gets it done. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got room at the 35. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Going right and going deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Finds a little space. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Right back to the well. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Now on second down. Looking for a gap. It's Daniels. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Might be changing the route. The Gators are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
And a lot of history between these two teams because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
To throw, it's Gladway. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Florida! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. Anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense could do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. This time on target. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. LSU quick to the line. Wants to throw on third down. Pulls it in. It's Durham. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
They don't seem comfortable with the 50-yard field goal attempt, so they'll leave the offense out to try to get the first down. The Tigers get enough to move the chains.
That's a risky play call there, fourth and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive going.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Durham. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Gonna run it. It's Durham. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about. Kentucky delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in Bluegrass country for some time. And if this team's not careful, they could have themselves a football program there in Lexington. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where CUSA is right now, and man, what a difference.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Quick completion on the out. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quick completion on the out route. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Easton. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, LSU.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Looking to take a shot. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. What a play that time. They got way more than they needed to convert that 4th down.
But I love the execution of this quarterback. Everybody's sitting shallow, trying to take away the first down. He takes the ball down the field. Great strike. Nice play. Nice 4th down conversion.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gators! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They march 78 yards down the field. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Gonna take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
To the air on second down. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. He caught it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Florida!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Watkins. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. Throwing right. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Lagway. Looking down the middle. He makes a catch. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive. taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? The defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is hungry.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Picked off. Takes it the other way. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel. For playing that spot in the back end.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.